Okay. Okay. Look, a couple of things there. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's okay. This experience that you just had about recognition of mind. Okay. Do you understand that duality can't recognize duality?
Of course.
Good. So,
It was 2 days of
yeah,
laughing
it's
because
okay. It's okay. Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah. So, me having said that, is it possible for you to now articulate what did happen?
Simply, the silence reveals itself, its nature. It's and what I uh, could tell in that moment, just I, never, even not I am, I,
Correct. Correct.
because am,
Even not I. But that's the only way you could describe it to me. So I
yes,
understand. Yeah.
the real I, the essential I.
Yeah. Yeah. Now,
But
let me
now
ask.
I'm back here,
That's
the
okay.
Ricardo
That, that, that,
figure.
that's okay. That's okay. So, very cool. Okay. What could recognize, if duality can't recognize duality, what could recognize duality? If the mind can't, I'll put it another way. If the mind can't recognize the mind, what could recognize the mind?
Yes.
Good answer, yes.
No, I mean, I found it after investigating on my sensation, because when I close my eyes, so I leave the seeing, no, down there, everything happens, and the attention goes to the traffic or to the song of a bird, but they are contingent
Yeah. On,
on what happened.
contingent on what?
No, I mean simultaneous, not contingent. So
Ah, ah,
simultaneous. Mm.
Yeah.
But so the attention happened, happened,
As it always does. Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
We don't go there
Mm.
to the why, because of the habits, the tradition, the context. I don't know.
Mhm.
But what is permanent? What is permanent there?
Okay.
And then
Oh, sorry, go on. Yes.
there was this opening, and
Good.
then there was this opening.
Good.
So the duality is not the non-duality. No, sorry. The non-duality reveals itself.
Of
Mm,
course.
there is we can only um, see, let's say see, but recognize, acknowledge the non-duality of the mind. The duality of the mind.
Duality. Good. 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 So right there, just right there. Yeah. Now, what do
Sorry
you
for my
know?
English, huh?
No, your English is fine. Good. So right there, what do you know?
I know my thought. I know my thoughts. I know my feeling. I know my.
Yeah, good, good, good. Yep,
I know
yep,
my.
yep, yeah,
I know
yes.
I am experiencing.
Yeah, there's that. Yes, there's all of that. Good,
Exactly.
good. What else do you know? That you can't deny.
Yes, but I tell you that I am, of course, but it's from the memory. It's not from the same experience I had
That experience that you had in silence.
in
Yeah,
silence. Exactly.
good, right. That experience that you had in silence, yeah, was the mind completely absent,
Yes.
non-dual. And then the mind steps in and goes,
Exactly.
then the mind steps in and goes, oh, what was that? Oh, I think I might have experienced silence. And off it goes. Yeah. The invitation. Actually, before I go there, yeah.
Yes, because I have had this quite the same
Sure, sure.
experience. So I recognize the mind that say, "Hey, you, what's the hell this?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Good.
then I recognize also,
Yeah.
also very, very recognition, a recognition very, very strong that there is no fear. There is no fear.
Yeah.
The fear is a thought, another
Correct.
thought.
Correct. But
It's another thought.
yeah, but
And then
yeah.
I understand also that when the teachers, the teaching invite us in the suffering because I was a shoulder pain,
Uh,
that it's already there, even in the suffering, even in the midst of the mess, let's say. It's already there. Yes, it's already there because it doesn't touch the it's what it is.
yes. Let me ask you this, yeah.
But if you ask me, are you the body? I say yes.
Okay. Okay.
I say yes. I mean, I don't
That's okay.
experience.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. You understand, I'm assuming. Yeah. Tell me. Yeah. This experience is not Ricardo having an experience. At least intellectually, you understand that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
Good. Good,
yeah.
good. Next question. Is there an experience?
No.
Okay. Ah, all right. Okay. Are you conscious?
Yeah.
Good. Now, we don't know what consciousness is, do we? Because that's a label, right?
Hmm.
Consciousness. We don't actually know what consciousness is, yeah? But we can't deny it.
Yeah.
Right? So I'll go out on a little bit of a limb. So forgive me, okay?
Yeah.
That's existence without the duality of the mind stepping in and naming it existence or not existence, or is this it, or what is it, and blah, 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 blah. So that's why, which I know you're aware of, why the pointer just stay with the I am. Now, what's under that? What the hell's under that pointer? What is this I am that what? Yeah, it's that beneath the I am statement, beneath the I am statement. Yeah. So, so you cannot deny. Now, it gets tricky here. All right. So you're going to have to work with me. All right. It gets tricky, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You cannot deny that you are.
No.
What you are,
Also because if I deny, I should be.
well, you'd have to be there to deny it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, so yeah, and we are speaking with dualistic language, and that's why when we get this close, it gets very difficult. So that's why
Exactly.
I keep saying, forgive me, right?
Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Okay. So, all right. Now, you made a statement a moment ago, yeah, that you can't help, I'm paraphrasing, so forgive me, yeah. You can't help feeling that you're the body, right?
Pardon?
You can't help but feel you are the body. I'm paraphrasing. What did you say? So we can get accurate.
I said that if one ask me, are you the body?
Hmm.
Although I have had that precognition, I still admit I am in this body.
Cool. Cool, cool,
Let's
cool.
say, yeah,
Cool. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. Now, there's a difference between I am the body and I am in the body.
yes.
Which one is it?
The difference is that I am aware of the body.
Okay. So you're not stating, correct me if I'm wrong, you're
Yeah.
not stating I am the body,
Okay.
or are you?
No, I am in the body. Okay, it's better.
Okay. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. 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 Now, you're going to have to
Because
forgive.
I know I'm very close.
I know. Yeah, yeah. So now you're going to have to forgive me. Yeah. Because, so my next question would be, okay, if you're in the body, where?
Eh,
Hmm. Just now look, where? I'm not saying a body isn't being experienced. Do you understand? The question is, excuse me, where? Where in the body?
where I consider I am in the body.
Hmm. We're just challenging thoughts here, right? You and I,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
challenging an idea, right?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Where? Where's the center? See, to make the statement, I am in the body, it's reasonable to ask, okay, where? I could say,
I
I could say, yeah, I am in a room. It would be reasonable for you to say, where in the room are you? It'd be reasonable. I am in the body. Okay. We're just challenging thoughts here, Ricardo. Yeah. A thought arose and said, I am in the body. Now we need to check on that thought. Okay. So now
so
from,
don't you see me?
yeah, I do, but I don't see you as the body.
Right.
Let me ask
This
you
is
this.
good.
Good. Yeah. Let me ask you the same question. Yeah. Do you see me as the body?
Yes.
Good. Good. Honesty. Good. Okay. So now we're going to go back to where? Just challenging a thought. That's all we're doing. And what I'm asking you to do, yeah, is to come back to direct experience and explore where, to see whether or not that thought is a true, dependent, reliable thought. I am in the body. Because once the thought would have said, I am Ricardo, and I have free will, and I'm here, and I can see, hear, taste, touch, smell, right? Once. Yeah. Now you know it's not Ricardo. Ricardo is just a pattern of thoughts, okay?
Mhm.
An idea, a conditioned memory. Okay. So where? We can explore that. Yeah, I can help you a little bit. Yeah. Are you in your right foot? Does that seem reasonable?
No, but I'm aware of my right foot.
Yeah, I know, but that's not the question.
Ah,
I know you're aware of the foot. The question is, where in the body are you? Because the statement was, I still feel like I'm in the body.
I
And
can find it.
okay. So, are you in the right leg?
No,
Okay. Both legs.
exactly.
Yeah, you in the right arm?
Yes, but if someone kill me, I can say,
Go on.
I can say, of course I can say I'm aware.
Ah, if someone killed that body right now, you don't know what the fuck after that, do you?
Exactly.
Right. Okay. So what you're saying, I think, yeah, is that
So the, the,
it,
the, the thought tell me you are in your mind.
ah, okay. So that's where you are. When you say I'm in the body, you mean I'm in the mind. That's what
In my,
thoughts say.
in my feeling, of course. See, yeah,
Okay. So are you in? All right. Okay. Let's look at that. Is there a mind?
of course not.
Okay. So a thought says, but I'm in the mind. So that thought's wrong, right? Straight up.
Why is it so strong that I
What?
believe?
That I'm
And
in the mind?
yeah.
Then my question would be, yeah, who's believing that?
Another thought.
Yeah. Yes. Understand this, okay? Yeah, and you're right on it. Understand this, Ricardo. Yeah. Everything, and I mean everything, is a product of mind,
Yeah,
thought. Everything, everything
exactly.
is a product of
Of
thought,
thought.
right? So
So is a projection that afterwards we label.
you could say that, okay? But here's a question for you. Yeah. Can the mind believe?
The mind, oh, there is no mind. So
Okay, good, good. Now we go to, you're correct. Good. Now we go to, can a thought believe?
a thought is a bullshit that creates another bullshit. Is it?
Oh, I can't wait to meet you in person. Yeah.
Yes, of course. Yes,
Okay.
of course.
Okay. So what you're now dealing with, right, is remnants of mind, little bits,
Remnants, what's this?
remnants. Hmm.
Let me check with the.
Yeah. Good. Very, very cool. I'm impressed.
Yes, yes, yes,
You got it?
yes. Also because it's the mind that I want to. arrive there. But I
Yeah.
don't know. It's impossible.
Yeah. Right? And a thought can't believe.
And create a story.
Yeah. See, it's how this is
But
all set up is really quite magical. The whole show,
yes,
how it's set up is incredible. Yeah. So there's no thought that can believe. It's just a thought will arise, which is then backed up by another thought, and then
exactly.
just backed up by another thought, and then backed up by another thought. So it's just thoughts occurring,
A cluster
creating
of thoughts.
creating a story. Now,
And notwithstanding
yeah.
that, I don't know why I fall in that belief.
Mm, good. To which my question would be, who or what falls into the belief? It's just a thought. It's just another thought. The thought arises, I fall into a belief.
Exactly, exactly, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Now, the real question, which you've landed on, which is fucking miraculous, right? The real question, Ricardo. Yeah. Now, put down the mind for a moment. Just put it down for a moment. Okay. Now, the real question is, now, notice I've said put down the mind. So I'm not now asking you to come back with an answer from mind, right? So put down the mind. And now my question is, what's this? Do not answer me. It's a rhetorical question. No mind here. Just direct. Just direct. Okay. It eventually becomes this, all right? Now I have to use dualistic language again. Forgive me. Right? Now it just simply, now, and it's beautiful because now it just simply becomes sit with this and want for nothing and expect nothing. Now, that I'd call silence. That I'd call freedom. That I'd call pure, unadulterated being with no mind, no duality crapping on, nothing. Yeah. Now, and again, I have to use dualistic language. I'm sorry, right? When you arrive there, that's when the inquiry begins. But it's done without mind. It's done in that silence. So when you kind of get here, yeah, right, it's just, as my teacher would say, yeah, used to say, he passed away recently, but as he would say, yeah, just simply keep coming back to just this any moment or chance you get. Now, yeah, and it doesn't mean you have to come back to just this forever. That's time now. To say forever, we've now introduced the concept of time. Do you understand? Right.
Mm.
So it's just keep coming back, keep coming back, keep coming back, keep coming back. There's there is absolutely something going on here.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. So there's an aliveness here.
That
there's a consciousness here. There's an awareness here. Yeah? There's an intelligence here. There's something happening here. Yeah? Something is happening. You cannot deny that. Yeah? We only get into trouble when we start using the mind to try and define what it is. Then, as soon as that happens, we're fucked. As soon as that, actually, as soon as that happens, we're back in the mind again,
exactly.
trying to sort out an answer in there, you know. And my teacher would constantly say, "Oh, just if I had $1 for every time I heard him say it, I'd be very wealthy." But he just kept saying all the time, the answer's not in the mind. Just don't go there. That's what he would say. That's what he would say. Now, you know, whilst we're walking around feeling like we're an individual person, that's nearly impossible. Just don't go there. Like, what the fuck? How do you not go there? Right? But when you get close, these experiences that you're having, I have to use that word experiences, sorry, right? But when you get close to there, another reality starts to shine through. There's something else that starts to come
I
through.
saw. I saw it.
Yeah. Well, I'll go a step further than that. And I'll say, you are it.
Yes.
Good. Now, whilst there's a dualistic mind at play, yeah, you can't be it.
Yeah.
There'll just be an idea of it or a concept of it. Yeah. So that's why you hear teachers also say that you're looking for, you already are. Now, now, let me just say this, okay? Because this is important, right? If I know there's no Ricardo there, who am I speaking to? Now, you don't need to give me an answer as to who, but do you honestly think, right, that I would sit here logically, that I would sit here speaking to me's that aren't there? Speaking to me's, listen, speaking to me's that can't hear, that can't see, taste, touch, smell, speaking to me's that are not conscious or aware. Why would I bother talking to that?
Mm.
Right? And yet, here we are. So, what I sometimes say, and I know it can confuse people, but I think given where you are, I think you'll start to grasp it. Yeah. I've got to clear up this body thing with you a little bit, but I'm not speaking to Ricardo. I'm speaking to you. Now, I'm not defining what that you is, am I? But there's a hearing there that can hear this. There's an intelligence there that can piece this conversation together. There's an awareness there that can see me doing this. Yeah. It's that I'm communicating to. Yeah. And that I'm communicating to is the exact same thing, excuse my language, the exact same thing that's here. And I don't mean the body when I do that either. Yeah. Because there's, there's,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
you're catching me?
I understand perfectly.
Good, 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 good,
Perfectly.
good, good. So for me, yeah, the, now I can see you. Hello. I can see you.
I'm enlightened.
You are. Voila. My work is done. So I want to share something with you, okay? And You might be past this, or haven't arrived there yet, or you're right on it. I suspect you're either right on it or you've gone past it just from this conversation that we've had. But let's
Yes.
just have a look, okay?
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share with you my experience. All right?
Mhm.
So my experience goes or went something like this. I kept asking myself this question: how is it I can have such a profound understanding of this, and yet in the final analysis, it still feels like Terrence is here. Right? Now, I lost count. There's no way I could recall the amount of times I asked myself that exact same question, word for word, verbatim. Okay? Because I was just like, I don't know where else to go. I don't know what else to. I kind of figured that I'd figured it all out, at least intellectually. Yep, got this. Yeah. Yet it still feels like I'm here. Right? Now,
Yes.
go on.
I think this is because you believed that you felt.
So you are past it, or at least you're getting it now. I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter, right? Yeah, I believed, yeah, all my life that this, let's call it sensation that was happening here, yeah, was
Exactly.
was Terence having the sensation,
Exactly.
which would imply Terence can feel.
Exactly.
Now, good, yeah. So one day I heard myself say that, and I heard myself finally I heard it, which is incredible, yeah, the amount of times I kept saying it. Finally, one day I heard myself use the word feels. And I went, feels? The character can't feel. Terrence's character cannot feel. And I was catapulted. I was literally catapulted into this present moment, this right here, right now-ness, with a jaw dropping, oh my God, what's this? Yeah. The reason we have so much difficulty coming to terms with what we're being told, which is that the me's not real. There's no me there, right? The reason we have so much difficulty coming to terms with that is because, yeah, but there's an aliveness here. There's
Hmm.
consciousness here. There's awareness here. There's feelings
Hmm.
happening here. All the senses are on: seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, blah, blah. All that's happening. Yeah.
Yeah, you, you are saying happening. This is cool.
I mean, it's what? It's like it's on. What? Yeah. Now, the reason my me, even saying that's funny, but anyway, the reason my me seemed, look, seemed so real is because this is real.